So it's been a long day without you, my friend. Scratch, 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 scratch that. Eat your girl, be your cocoa. I'ma be your cocoa. Shower. Hi guys, how you doing? Longest time. Emma Bino. I'm so sorry. I know it feels like God, these days, you are consistent. Emma Bruno, but I've just been last week especially. I was really like occupied, and I thought there was a way I could do the recording overnight, but I had to sleep early. I had to wake up early. It was just very crazy last week, yeah. So I'm so sorry. But how have you guys been? How is work? How is school going? How is family? Like, how you all doing? Just me now. You people should send your gist to me. Like, just tell me how you guys have been. For my guys in Nigeria, have you been keeping up with Tinubu? For my guys in the UK, I could be keeping up with, I don't know, just life in general, work, bills. Oh, it's crazy. I know. I literally just came to the realization that the place I'm moving into is quite expensive. I'm like, this place is expensive. Yes, it is. And it has been daunting and stressful. I don't even know. But how have you all been? I was going to, like, funny thing is that I and a friend recently we did some tourist waka. Okay, so for some reason, since I've been in London, every time that I've gone out to like really gone to like like behave like a tourist in that sense, yeah, it has been with a friend. Like maybe a friend is visiting London, and I'll be like, oh, do you know what? Let's catch up, let's go out, and all of that. So, every like in that aspect of them wanting to do like behave like a tourist, I then behave like a tourist with them. Do you get? So, I showed her out, I like basically showed her different places and all that. And she was like, and like obviously I enjoyed it, especially with the fact that I'm touring with her. But what I was gonna say was I've not actually done like a tourist workout by myself. Like, is every time is like what nudges me is when people come to visit. I'm like, oh, do you know what? Let's go to this place. Let's go to that place. Let's go to this place. Kind of conversation. But yeah, that was interesting. To be honest, I actually had fun doing that with R, and we explored different places, but it's in a high end Western African infused Brazilian restaurant. It was crazy because we didn't see anything like jollof rice on the menu. There was chicken, obviously, there was fish, but the way it was written so dramatic. And I'm not going to lie, there was a chicken leg, and the chicken leg was really soft. Like, you know, when you're cutting into something and it's just piercing literally inside, it was really soft. It was nice. And the palate was not familiar. It was very different from what a normal Nigerian chicken fried or boiled chicken leg would be. It was very different. So I don't know how to explain it, but it was so different. And the fact that it was so different, I I was happy because food makes me happy generally. Even the fact that the food was small, I'm not going to lie, the food was really small, but the fact that the palette was different from what I am used to as a Nigerian, like even see the thing is with Nigerian, no matter the place, whether you're eating outside or not, like whether you're eating from your own food or you're eating like cooked food outside, it's still almost the same, not the same taste, but you will see it's still very familiar. You kind of know what you're expecting. But with this restaurant, as I said, it's not necessarily a Nigerian restaurant. It said West African infused Brazilian restaurant. Anyways, it was a bit different. So, and I think that took my tongue by surprise, and I was like, okay, 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 this is interesting. Okay, okay, okay. And yeah, that was pretty. I'm not gonna lie, that was really interesting, and that happened. It was a good one. We enjoyed it. Then later we went out, strolled out, had conversations. We just chilled, to be honest, and that was good. I was talking about nicknames generally. Well, I was thinking about talking about nicknames, but the thing with nickname is I don't have a nickname. Yeah, so I can't necessarily start dissecting what how people nicknames are being given. To be honest, I'm always interested with how nicknames are being occupied. No, sorry, I say occupied. I've been given, like, so for some weird ass reason, my sister nickname, she hates this nickname. She hates it so much. Was given to her by a friend of ours when they were in secondary school, and it's called Oponge. And for some, I didn't even know what the fuck, what the meaning of Oponge is, and why she was given that name. And she hates that name. She hates it so much. Like, I even had to ask her, like, oh, I'm trying to remember the name of your nick. And she was like, why am I asking her? Why am I asking her? She hates that name so much. But it's weird that some people actually even encourage them being called their nickname. They're like, some people say, like, most of the time, I feel like personally I'm a kind of person that would call you by your normal name. Like, even if you have a name, a nickname, I'll be like, no, that's not the name your mama your mommy and your papa give you. I will call you by your actual name. So what's your name? So because some people will say, oh, just call me T or TK or T something, one weird ass nickname like that. Okay, it's not weird, but for me it's weird because I'm like, why you s- um telling me your nickname? I'm asking you for your name and you're giving me your nickname. Really? Like, Oga, what's your actual name? Then they say their actual name. You're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So why you giving me your nickname? So I think some people are actually like in that, oh, it's my nickname kind of vibe. They're actually proud of their nickname. And that's, I guess, is interesting. So wait, just to put this in, if you have a nickname, just write to us and let's know what your nickname is and how you got your nickname, and if you like your nickname, if you like it, right? If you don't like it, obviously still write into the show. But yeah, we're going to be expecting your comments. I'm going to be seeing your comments. I'm going to be looking for your comments, looking for your comments, right? um Guys, so I'm literally counting down to when the iPhone 18 will be released, because when the iPhone 18 is released and we finally get it, we are gonna be teaching up our podcast. We're going video, 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 we're going video. I cannot. Okay, let me not lie that. I want to say I cannot wait, but the truth is I can't wait. Because right now, what I am wearing, I was using to do this audio podcast. That situation of you're having a meeting, and let's say you're tired, or like, I think it's mostly a guy thing, where you're wearing something really smart at the top, let's say like a shirt, but the thing that you're down is like a brief. That's basically, no, okay, because I'm doing an audio podcast, I'm literally just wearing something very random that it's not that. I literally just got up from bed. So do you get, like, it's just so normal. But now I have to, like, not even too shop, to be honest. I'm not going to too shop. Let me not lie. The video podcast to be as real as it can be, because I'm not stressing myself. Obviously, I'm going to look presentable. Yeah. I feel like I'm going to wake up and be like, do you know what? This is my ninth favorite, but I'm going to do this podcast anyways. But no, it's not going to be that. Well, we're going to take this slow. We'll do a tiny bit of, not rebranding because I want to say Taluma Sheli. I want to say Taluma Sheli. But we shall do something, we shall do something. Let's see how it goes. So, guys, whew, um, for for today's conversation is we want to talk about jealousy. Yeah, and jealousy in terms of in friendship, and not even just friendship, acquaintance, just in relationship. Yeah, and I've always been I've always been interested about jealousy as a concept. I think it's if we explore jealousy, it's an emotion. It's how you're happy, right? It's how you can be sad. Well, you can also be jealous. It's how you're angry. Yeah. It's basically an emotion. And I feel like over the years, over time, generally, people have made jealousy such a bad emotion. So that every time that I've felt jealous, I feel like I'm a witch. I'm serious. I felt like, you don't want your friends. Sorry, give me a minute. You don't want your friends to progress because why are you jealous about this thing? But then I, it's like I have to go and learn by myself that I'm feeling this way. That's fine. Yeah. But what am I going to do regarding this way I'm feeling? Do I try to cause harm against my friend because I am feeling jealous on maybe something she did or maybe something she got, whatever? Or do I just move on as a like, okay, this happened, I got jealous. Well, I still kind of, not kind of, I still wish my friend well. And yeah, that's it. So I'm going to tell you a story. So there's been something that I've been open to do. There was something I was actually open to get. Like I feel like I've been doing this for like back to back over the years, and let's say I was I was so there's something I've been trying to get over the years, yeah, for like maybe 5 years. No, no, okay, not 5 years, but let's say 3.5 years, maybe almost 4 years, to be honest. Yeah, I think 4 years. Yeah, let's just say almost 4 years. Yeah, I've been trying to get a particular thing, praying, believing, putting in the work obviously, and all of that. But the different calls me up. I know she was in that like also trying to get that same thing, but to be honest, me and that friend, it's not like she talks about like how she's doing it or what she's doing. She doesn't really talk to me like that. It's just once in a while we just catch up and all that. But even that catch up self, it's not like she's going to go into details. She just gives you like, okay, I'm doing this kind of thing. She gives you like a very surface level thingy. And then we but I was in, as I said, surface level. She kind of just makes it, oh, I'm doing this, oh, but don't expect, not like she would say don't expect me, but me, I'm the kind of person too that will not even ask follow up question. If you want to tell me, tell me. If you don't tell me, man, lo, man, romile job, don't stress me at my head. So, anyways, she then calls me one afternoon and says, I remember that afternoon right now, like as I'm speaking to you, I remember that day. She called me in the afternoon and said, oh my God, look around, I've gotten this. Do you know what? I told her that I want to sleep. that I'll call her back. I felt sad. I felt down. Like, I felt like I literally had to push myself. Okay, wait, before that, I felt sad, not because of, oh, she got in what she got in, great job. But I felt sad that èmi tí mo ti ń try kìíní, I don't dey waka this thing, I don't dey do this thing, I don't dey try this thing. It's not still coming true. It's not. I'm just here. I'm not even seeing anything. I was so sad. I was so down. I was so sad. Oh, I was just sad. But something happened. I did sleep actually. I was like, oh, so to be fair, that day I think I had a stressful weekend or something. So like I just needed to sleep because I was planning on sleeping when that call came in. So I slept and I called back. I called back when woke up. I called back. I was like, I was like, oh my god, how are you? Like I was just like, I was like, oh shit, freshness, fineness. Like I was just in her face. I was like, I was hyping bad. I was like, oh, I am so proud of you. I'm sure Shekanika. I can't wait for you to do this thing. I was so proud. I was like, girl, you did it. Like, but let me not lie, I was jealous. I felt like I don't, if maybe now that I'm even talking about it, I just feel like maybe God tried to use this thing to test me to see how I would react because I felt all of this hyping, let me not lie, it reached my mind, but it was more like I had to push myself. When I can only do this, I can only try to make this analogy in like when you don't feel like praying, but you have to force yourself to pray literally. That was how I was doing. There was nothing in me that felt like rejoicing with this person. But I literally forced myself to be like, no, Bukola, this is not you. I understand that, yes, you've been wanting to get this thing or not, but this is not a you thing. This is your friend. So you are going to celebrate your friend. And I did it. I didn't feel like I didn't want to, but I pushed myself. I said, I'm not a witch. Nope. To be honest, let me not lie. Even after celebrating myself, I was like, Bukola, I didn't know you had this in you, that this feeling of not wanting to celebrate somebody just because they got something that you've always wanted. But I say no, I'm not a witch. Nope. Somebody will not tell me a good news and I'll be like, Kini, God forbid it. I said, nope. I would rejoice with you. I would be happy with you. If it's mean to push myself to do everything, I will do that just so that, even the Bible says, rejoice with who are rejoicing. So I would rejoice with you. I will be happy for you. In my soul and spirit, I will be happy for you. I had to check myself very well that day. I was like, no, this is not you. This is not the Bukola that I know. But that was the thing. It was just I was so jealous. I didn't even know I would say jealous or, yeah, I think it was jealousy. I was for a minute, I was so jealous. But the thing was that even with my jealousy or with the fact that I was so jealous about this person, yeah, the question was, what was my next step or what was my next course of action? Did I say, Kini? As a Yoruba person, they would say, Kini. Kilo, ki, 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 kilogba. Eh, What did she collect? It's not just because that's Kenny. They will say Kenny. They will even eat her tea and say, whoa, 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 whoa. They will even call you back to say they're greeting you or anything. No, don't move forward. But I said, no. Even apart from my parents did not treat me, that is not a quality of a child of God. Literally, that's what I was telling myself. I said, nope. Yes, you've admitted that this is how this news made you feel. But this, like, I had to take myself and be like, this is not about me. This is about this person. This is about what this person. And I was happy, and I obviously was grateful to God for her. And that was it. So it made me realize that you can't be jealous. Like, there's a possibility of being jealous. There is a very big possibility that that would happen to you as a person, as a human being. The question is, what's your next course of action? Even when you realize that this is how this thing that this person told me made me feel, what's your what's your next course of action? Do you say, do you ease and move forward? Because to be honest, you would see people that, or you will see a friend, or you will see, majorly, to be honest, you will see a friend. Because I think if you even see people online, yeah, it's easier to just discard. Well, not for a lot of people, but to be honest, I'll still say it's easier to discard online things and be like, nah, them online, yeah. But when you've been wanting to get a particular thing and you see your friend get that thing with ease, ah, you would be jealous, or get a lifestyle, or get more money, or be in places that you yourself want to be. You would definitely get jealous. The question is, what do you do next? Is the issue with emotions is not the emotion itself, is what we do after. It's the action after the emotion. I didn't Me personally, I didn't even care about social media. If you buy car, you buy house, I will I will just say okay. To be honest, I'll say okay. I won't because I'm not close to you. I don't know you. Yeah, on social media, maybe you're doing you make one big ass money. I am doing this. I'm I will not say I'm happy for you because I don't necessarily know you. I'm just moving forward. I'm literally just scrolling, scrolling all through. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm not going to look at anything that will give me hypertension. I'll scroll through. Like, to be honest, I feel like my own Instagram is very curated. I don't see rubbish. Well, light and lie, I don't see rubbish. There's some gist that's my first be like, you don't see this gist. I'm like, I don't see it though. It is so curated. Like, I'm so intentional about the things that I see on my Instagram, on my TikTok self. I am so intentional about it. But why I'm saying that social media doesn't really stress me is because, as I said, it's social media. I just think somebody that is far away. But bringing, and you don't have to tell your friend about it too. That's Imagine somebody telling me, "Oh, Bukola, I'm jealous of you." Why are you telling me? You don't need to tell me. I don't want to hear. Don't tell me. Keep your jealousy to yourself. I don't think it's a conversation that you have to start telling your friend. I think it's a situation of, this has happened. You feel jealous about this thing. It's just, do you do bad? Do you ignore this person? Do you say, maybe she went to open yash before she was able to get it, or just some stupid comments that were coming out from your mouth, or you just, you're happy for this person and you move on. That's it. To be honest, that's it. I think jealousy, I think envy are things that are not necessarily bad emotions. I just think it is the actions behind the emotion that becomes bad. Yes, when people do bad things just because of that emotion. And we've seen a lot of Nollywood. I've seen a lot of Nollywood movie, especially with Patient Zoko, Mama G, that she because somebody else is progressing, she'll go to Babalawo, juju man basically, and give this person juju, and so the person should not progress. And I think all of those things have stemmed into our our what's the word, our subconscious, that just because there is like we have like a jealous emotion, it's, oh, we are Mama G. We are Mama G in a movie. And as I said, and I'll say it again, it's not, it's, you can be as you can actually be happy for somebody even if you are jealous of them. You can be happy, you can be grateful for God, I mean to God upon their life. I don't think we've become Mama G just because we're jealous. To be honest, that day I literally felt like I was a Mama G. That day, them not like bomb. I don't think you should. It's that deep. I think it's just what's what is the next step of action. You know how some people say they are angry and they'll start breaking things. They'll start they'll revenge. They'll do something crazy just because they are angry. It's not the anger. The anger is not, it's, yes, you're angry, obviously, but just because you're angry, which is a normal human reaction to maybe a particular thing, does not mean that you start breaking TV, phones, or car, the windshield of a car just because you're angry. It doesn't make sense. Do you get? So basically, what I'm trying to say is, just because you feel something, irrespective of whatever you feel, now start behaving like a witch. Don't have to. You can just be like, okay, yes, I feel this, and it is what it is, and to be happy for the person. To be honest. So yeah. Anyways, okay. So yeah, that's, to be honest, as I was saying, that's it. It's not. I don't think it's. I don't think it's weird to be jealous. I just think you should. It's what comes next that should be, that should be that should that you should be more mindful of. Yes, that's the word. I think it's what comes next that you should be more mindful of. So I think that brings us to the end of the episode. Of course we're gonna do throwback. Okay, take a bow by Rihanna. Let's sing that song again. I like that song, Charlene Bale. Standing ovation. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. You slow down right down. Standing outside my house. Trying to apologize. You're so ugly when you cry. Please. Anyways, you guys get the drift. But to be honest, Rihanna is a she's who she says she is. Rihanna. I'm saying, let me not lie. I've always loved Rihanna. I have always, I don't know why. Well, I love Rihanna. It's not a Rihanna with Beyonce kind of conversation. No, it's not. I'm not gonna do that for my Beyonce fans out there. But I really I I like Rihanna. I don't know why. I just vibe with her. Right? Why me you? That's what it. Try me you. That's what it. She said she want not to be mine, cause my cooker acts a lie. So tell me why me you? Hey, come on, why me you? That's what. Go try me you. That's what. Oh yeah, try. You get the drift. Why me you? That's what. Anyways, but yeah, guys, we've come to the end of this episode. Um, I'm so proud of myself. I didn't say pod. I said episode. Yay! Anyways, guys, do well to like, share, connect, reconnect. Please, guys, help my ministry. Don't worry, very soon we're going video. I gave video. So guys, like, share, comment, we share, we like, we everything. To be honest, at this point. But yes, thank you so much. I had a good, obviously, great episode. Yeah. So talk to you next week.